I just finished my campaign for Gloomhaven Jaws of the Lion, and I wasn't even aware of it. This afternoon, I played scenario number 17. I completed this scenario in less than an hour. Then I looked on this page for scenario 17 in the supplemental scenario book, expecting to see the number for the next location, but there is no number, you see. And then I realized that I had just finished the game and that the campaign was over. This is really funny. It really took me by surprise. I was expecting the final scenario to be scenario number 24 or 25, as there are 25 scenarios in the game in total. But the final scenario is actually scenario number 17, the scenario that I just played and finished this afternoon. I was really surprised to discover that. Also, this final scenario wasn't really like the epic finale that I was expecting for this great game. I was expecting to play a heavy, super messed up final scenario along the lines of scenario 16 or scenario 15. Those other two scenarios were really complicated. I even made a tutorial for scenario 15 that you can find here on my channel. Scenario 15 took me a whole week, and even scenario 16 ended up taking me another week pretty much, which was insane. But this final scenario took me less than an hour. So you can understand that I was a little disappointed when I realized that it was the final scenario in the game. I was disappointed by the level of difficulty for this scenario. I was also disappointed to learn that my campaign had just ended. You see, I'm still missing quite a few scenarios that I haven't been able to unlock and play, like scenarios 20, 22, 23, 24, and 25. These scenarios are unlocked when you reveal these city event cards. I didn't reveal these cards in my game, and now that the game is over, I won't be able to play these scenarios as part of the campaign. And this sucks. So at this point, I feel like I'm going to start over and play a second campaign. Also because I don't really mind it. I don't mind playing the game, the whole of the game a second time. I really enjoyed myself with this game. The campaign has been great. It has been a lot of fun. It has taken me 2 months, more or less, and I really enjoyed it. So I want to play the game a second time and see what it feels like after you have already completed the game once. Also, I still have to try and play with one of the 4 playable characters included in the game, the Demolitionist. I left that character out of this first campaign as, that character didn't really appeal to me. I liked the other 3 characters better. But now that I'm playing the game again, I will definitely include the Demolitionist in my second campaign. My favorite character has been HATCHET. I lost count of the hundreds of monsters I have slain with the favorite. Throwing this small but lethal hatchet at the monsters has been highly enjoyable. I also really enjoyed the Voidwarden. Her healing abilities have proven to be instrumental in the success of this first campaign. The Red Guard came to the campaign a little later than the other 2 characters, only after scenario number 10, but this character has been great help. Without it, I wouldn't have been able to complete the game for sure. So I will keep this character in my next campaign, as there are a couple of things that I still want to try out with the Red Guard. I need to play with this character some more. So overall, the campaign has taken me 2 months. The game is essentially an ongoing investigation that you carry out inside the city of Gloomhaven. From the very first scenarios up to this final scenario, you travel the city, you visit the worst districts, you dig into the sewers, and you kill all the vicious monsters that try to stop you. You keep going through thick and thin until you ferret out this dude named Roland with his massive sword, and then you have a final battle with this guy. And in this final battle, if you manage to kill Roland, then you can finally put an end to his evil schemes and you become the savior of the city of Gloomhaven. The story, you see, is nice. I really liked it. I liked it a lot. I liked the adventure in this game. Just, I believe that this final scenario wasn't really good enough and didn't really give me the fight I was anticipating. This final scenario was a little underwhelming. I love the campaign overall, but I have to say that the way the game ended so abruptly left me with an edge of sourness. So, yes, this is it for Gloomhaven Jaws of the Lion. I'd like to remind you all that I will make a more complete and in-depth review of this game in the future, and you will find that review here on my channel. Alright? So stay tuned, like, and subscribe.